Nigeria has enormous potential. It has the largest population in Africa, extensive natural resources, and a rapidly growing economy. But the country also faces major governance and development challenges. More than half of all Nigerians live in poverty. Rates of maternal mortality and HIV/AIDS are very high, while literacy is low. The United Nations is helping Nigeria to respond to these challenges and make faster progress toward the Millennium Development Goals. To do that, the UN agencies in Nigeria are working together with a common strategy.
It's not so much the funds that Nigeria needs from the UN, but it's more in terms of its technical expertise. It's what we can give and provide as sound policy advice to government. If it's not good, then government won't need us. And it goes for not just us, but it also goes for all donors agencies. So it is important that we sharpen our basically technical assistance, advice that we provide to government, not just federal, but also state and local government.
The UN presence in Nigeria is one of the largest in the world. 14 UN agencies deliver programs worth over $200 million a year. Most UN agencies in Nigeria are based in a common UN house in the federal capital, Abuja. Being together in the same building makes it much easier to plan together and coordinate programs.
The advantage of having all the other UN agencies in the same building is the fact that most of the other agencies have gender focal persons, and it's very easy to brainstorm and share ideas and strategize together with them.
I think it gives a sense of belonging, a sense of being one.
And we oftentimes meet each other to discuss the issues.
If we need a meeting, either for a longer planning objective or on a specific program or project issue, we make a few phone calls. We go down to the joint meeting rooms and we can address the matter instantly.
It's the combined strength that we have that I would say, makes the UN unique in Nigeria.
Resident Coordinator Alberic Kaku led the UN country team and their partners through the process of creating a new UN Development Assistance Framework, a 4-year plan for how UN agencies would work together to support Nigeria. They began by conducting a comparative advantage analysis that showed that the UN was considered good at providing policy advice and technical expertise, building capacity, and acting as a trusted intermediary. Working with the government, the UN then produced a comprehensive development profile for Nigeria.
We work with the UN that has a best practice, and that best practice means that our skills are being built even as we relate together, and our programs get better implemented as we work together.
Through a series of workshops, the UN and its partners determined the priority areas for UN programming.
The fact that we work together with Nigerian counterparts in a joint strategic framework for about 1 year in formulating the priorities helped us to do 2 things. A, identify together with Nigerian authorities what is really important for Nigeria in the next 4 years, and to also identify potential partners within the UN system. So we came up with very specific ideas. Where are the areas of interventions where one UN will work better than individual agencies coming with reasonably small projects? In the case of Nigeria in particular, it is the larger, the more comprehensive programs that will make a difference.
Finally, the UN country team added a strategic outline and a matrix of all UN programs in Nigeria with clear objectives and measurable indicators for progress. With the agreement of the government and donors, this became the new UNDAF for 2009 to 2012.
UNDAF gives us an opportunity to work more coherently together, but that depends on if we really are analytical and make a good results tree that goes beyond the outcomes and the first level targets, and really see what needs to get done in order to get to those targets. And if we do that well, then each agency will be able to see where their role is, where they can use their comparative advantage, their mandate, naturally, but their strength.
The UN country team also looked at how the 4 UN pilots in Africa, Cape Verde, Mozambique, Rwanda, and Tanzania, were delivering as one through a common program, and tried then to apply some of those lessons in the 6 states of Nigeria where the UN is working.
So the 6 states that we basically selected, together with the government, we are applying the process of delivering as one. And this is where we are currently are. We do not have the one funds, but we have at least a programmatic aspect as delivering as one in those 6 states, plus the Federal Capital Territory.
We have a joint action plan which we work to in the course of the year, and we report back to the UNCT. So I think that has been very helpful to advance gender equality in all the work of the UN agencies, but particularly towards the implementation of the UNDAF.
We have already discussed with other agencies, including UNDP and UNICEF, as to how we can throw our programs and our ideas together in the areas of anti-corruption work and in the areas of criminal justice sector reform.
Now that we're working as one, we can deliver more in those states that we are not represented by our colleagues in the other agencies. That is one of the other advantages, in the sense that we can do things together and maximize our resources.
There's this sense of collaboration, sense of synergy building and working together in order to achieve what we would like to achieve, for example, through our own UNDAF, and also in terms of contributing to the aspirations of the government of Nigeria.
So just to show you that Nigeria was effectively involved, our Honorable Minister did the presentation of UNDAF to the stakeholders when we had the donors meeting where UNDAF was presented. So that just shows you that we came through a process together.
This UNDAF is actually owned by the people of Nigeria, mainly by the government and the various states. And this is what we're actually going to continue as far as making sure that implementations as well as monitoring follow the same trend. And hopefully we'll get the result that we all are actually striving for.